have a tornado developing. Okay, we just got a tornado warning for our cell here.
A mid-March pressure system has been forecast to move into the central United States for over a week now. This is common in March, but with historically low pressure, this one is set to be far more formidable than most could have imagined. In anticipation for my first chase of the year, I go fill up the car.
Well, hello. It is Thursday, March 13th, one anniversary since this happened. It will be on your screen right now. So we have a very, very intense day tomorrow and Saturday as well. I'm not going to be anywhere near chasing that, but yeah, so the next 2 days are going to be not very good as far as weather goes. Expecting an arc of severe thunderstorms to initiate over the Kansas City area and rip eastward, probably producing some QLCS tornadoes towards central Missouri and some high winds. So gonna try and pounce on those after school, but in order to do that, we got to fill up the gas tank first. So let's go do that.
Yuck.
Throughout the day, low-level and surface winds scream northward, a sign of the immense low-pressure system drawing closer.
What is up? Moderate risk out. First storm chase of the year. Try and catch up with this fierce squall line, or semi-squall line, elevated multi-cell mess that just blew up over us. Hopefully it will hit some better moisture while we're out there, but there's been this kind of gap in the Cape that just started all of a sudden, so we're not 100% sure how well that's going to happen, but we do think that it's going to hit some a better environment as it gets further east, and then unfortunately it's going to turn pretty ugly for St. Louis tonight, unfortunately, by the time it gets there, so I'm going to be watching that.
After getting home from school, I immediately begin the journey east to try and catch back up to the line of storms. But first, I have to break free from the Kansas City Metro.
Never gonna freaking get there. Okay, we have finally escaped the Kansas City metro area.
I would spend at least the next hour trying to catch up with the fast-moving storms, but after noticing evolving trends, I have to make a significant adjustment to my target area.
Sorry? Well, the storms where I'm at are kind of weakening off. Or they weren't really that strong to begin with at all. Ever since I left school, they weren't really that. But there's some to the south that are looking pretty good, and they're going to be up towards Columbia. But I told you I wasn't going to go there though. So I'm like, I guess would you feel comfortable if I went a little closer out that direction? Okay, thank you. All right, I will. Thank you.
The storms I have been tracking out of the Kansas City metro have been dwindling due to a lack of moisture, but due to my south, a line of supercell storms is blowing up in central and southern Missouri and moving into a primed air mass for all severe hazards. If I can get to Columbia, Missouri in time, I will be in position to intercept the first storm as it comes out of the Ozarks.
Oh, we might be so hot right now. Oh my gosh.
A successful day of storm hunting may be in the works, but the bad news is that this particular cell that I am targeting on will move directly into the heavy populated Columbia and Jefferson City areas and has a high likelihood of becoming tornadic.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a problem. I'm concerned about that. Oh man, this is rough. Look at that. Yeah, we're just getting hit with debris. We're getting pushed off the road. We got a shelf cloud forming too, which is indication that this thing's probably hitting better moisture. Okay, yeah, so there's still time for this thing to ramp up, and I'm assuming we're getting to that period now where we're getting a little better moisture in. Then also we are in Columbia now. We've made it. We're heading south on 63. But there's some stuff forming to the southwest of that looks like that's supercellular as of now, so just dropping south a little bit through Columbia to get to that.
Immediately after arriving in Columbia, I head south on Highway 63 to meet the storm closing in on town, starting to rotate.
Okay, big lowering off to the southwest now with this. probably get to Ashland. I don't know, maybe it's just south of Ashland. I gotta get somewhere where I'm not in the path of it. I don't want to be in the path of it. I just want to. So yeah, one, so I'm not in the path of it. There's possible QLCS circulation. Don't have a tornado warning right now, but I can definitely see one coming any second after that lowering and with some of the radar scans on here. But I want to also be in position for the storm to the south as well. Oh dear, look at that.
As I approach the supercell, its updraft base and wall cloud become visible. I attempt to pull onto a road to stop, but I decide to continue further southward for a better location to observe the storm.
Okay, so we have supercell to the west. This better stay gravel, otherwise I'm not playing this game. We did that in northern Missouri last year. Yeah, we're turning around. Get a better exit, or a better area.
Due to fast storm motions, I have spent all trip trying to get position, and have not stood up since leaving Kansas City.
Right. So here is our supercell, our wall cloud in front of us. Possible funnels there. It's very elongated. I can't tell 100% at the moment. But boy, oh boy, we got a storm.
But now, I have finally found a good location to pull over and see the storm.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy.
The storm's updraft is struggling to rotate as conditions have yet to prime, but it has a mesocyclone nonetheless, and it is passing right to my north. While watching the back end of the storm to my west, I notice what appears to be smoke, likely from a fire started by lightning.
Oh dear, look at that.
I don't know if that's a fire or...
I don't know if that's a fire.
Although the storm I'm on is intense, I drop south as a new storm to my southwest is firing up in better moisture and is beginning to rotate. But unfortunately, this storm is heading right into Jefferson City. Will the storm pass through town in time before it drops a tornado?
There we are. You should see the lowering of this big supercell. Also see the Capitol up there. Came through here not too long ago. Back on the cold core setup back in December. So, yeah. Storm I'm a little more worried about.
Unfortunately, I took an exit when I wasn't supposed to, greatly reducing the amount of time I had to get far enough ahead of the storm. But after getting back on track and getting further east, I pull into a local fire station's parking lot in the town of Tibbetts, Missouri, a township, where 2 firefighters are already watching the storm.
Yeah, see, okay, right in there, I think I see our possible tornado. Like that's one.
The storm is beginning to rotate intensely, wrapping rain and wind around the back of it in what we call a rear flank downdraft, or RFD. This phenomenon can be seen on radar as a hook echo, and often when you see big ones, it's about to happen.
How sure are you on this?
Looks like we have a tornado developing. See, like right here. It's hard to see. Let's try it. Holy cow! Yeah, look. Yeah, just wait. Yeah, pause real quick.
Right there.
Yeah,
An
it's
opening
yeah.
right there.
Uh huh.
It's
Oh jeez, yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's that town? Mokane.
Yeah.
Mokane. Okay, I'm gonna make it. Yeah. I'll make a tweet out as well. Northeast. Yes. It's gonna get very windy. We're about to get on the rear flank downdraft. Yeah. So I might. I don't mind. Strong RFD now. Yeah, I think a rain wrap tornado is probably getting underway just to my north. I can't tell exactly, but it seems that way.
The core of the supercell is passing directly to the north, but what makes this storm so unique is that the radar is painting a picture of something unnerving. Hidden behind this wall of rain, there are two areas of strong rotation within this one storm, the northern of which seems to be becoming a tornado. Noting this trend, the Weather Service in St. Louis issues a tornado warning.
Tornado, yeah. Okay. We got a tornado probably forming right up in here. It's going to be rain wrapped now behind that. Just on the other side of the clear slot right here. Yeah, watch to see if you see any like blue flashes, right? Like if you see like blue lights there. Like that would be the pump working. That could tell us that there's something in there. Because now it's buried in rain, you can't see anything. I mean, it's Well, it looks like you guys are safe here now, so yeah, this should be the only wave. It's like at least it comes through here. Like some stuff might form down there and move just to the east of here, but I think we're okay here now. Okay, we just got a tornado warning for our cell here. Yeah, you can see the hook echo right there. All right, you can hear the fire department over there. There you go. Yep. So the tornado is buried behind that. That rain is kind of cold. Not gonna lie, we got a cold RFD, which does not always happen, but it can.
The worst of this storm has passed our location, but a tornado is likely now on the ground near Fulton, Missouri, and is rapidly bearing down on Interstate 70, and could throw vehicles off the major thoroughfare if it holds together. In addition to our storm, another band of even stronger supercells is becoming tornadic, but will miss us to the south. A nightmarish nocturnal tornado outbreak is now underway in my home state.
What's that north storm doing? Okay, yeah, it died. Yeah. We got more supercells that are firing down to our south, and those are probably going to produce strong to violent tornadoes as they near St. Louis, unfortunately. Yeah, man, this storm though, yep. Wow, look at that. We possibly got two mesos on that, kind of like a Lone Star Heston, Kansas situation. I don't know, but look, yeah, you see that.
we got one rotation there, and then the other one right here. Very interesting. All right, well, I finished the chase. Gonna let everything go now. I mean, it's moving way too fast. Can't go any further east. So looks like it's about 8 o'clock. So saw a tornadic storm. Might have seen a tornado. Not 100% sure. But, oh, excuse me. But yeah, probably I gotta go fuel up now and hit the road back home. Unfortunately, a lot of bad tornadoes are gonna happen tonight through the rest of this risk area as these storms push off to the east. So that's not good. I hope all y'all are taking care out there. Talk to you later. Being limited on time, I am required to call off the chase. This historic tornado swarm is only just beginning. Bands of supercells have established major tornadoes in Missouri and soon to be Arkansas. A strong tornado well to my south has just clawed the town of Rolla, Missouri, just south of Jefferson City, and 4 more are now blazing towards the St. Louis metropolitan area. My friend and fellow storm chaser Hunter Hurley is on one of these tornadoes, but unfortunately is involved in an accident associated with the tornado, tearing through West St. Louis. However, despite this, he would still get out of his car to respond to the situation in Villa Ridge, Missouri, where he would encounter a destroyed trailer park and injured people trapped in a Burger King.
Alright, thank you, Andy.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning.
A lot of haze. You can see the haze. That's
So
gotta be
let's
the
go check in on that.
Could be fog, but it's probably
Brand
dust
new
from
tornado warning just now came out in Arkansas for Johnson and Newton, Hope counties. That also includes Van Buren County.
Crazy
And this is for our storm that once again was highlighted by Andy. This is the one that was forming near Clarksville earlier. Remember how we talked about how this is one to watch. This is going to continue to go for quite some time and likely be a supercell that produces a tornado.
Stopped on I-70 here, just getting gas. Now there's a line of tornadoes basically tearing across the entire east part of the state, and Arkansas looks like a pretty awful night. Now a bunch of dust from this storm system that it picked up over the desert southwest is moving over. What had happened was that the monster low pressure system pulled extensive amounts of dust out of the desert southwest and thrown it into Missouri. Several fires also erupted in the plains, one of which would become a devastating firestorm in Stillwater, Oklahoma. As I get closer and closer to Kansas City, a strong scent of smoke fills the car as it has been transported into western Missouri.
This one is for
Look at
St.
that.
Elmo, Vandalia.
That is downtown Kansas City. Wow, you can just see the haze, and that's all smoke. You can just smell it. That's insane. Gosh.
The tornado outbreak was not over, and raged on into the southeast through the next day. In the coming days, it became clear that the March 14th, 2025 tornado outbreak was vicious, spawning dozens of tornadoes, including 9 EF3s and 2 EF4s, with a dozen more tornadoes on the 15th. The pressure system would also create wind damage across a chunk of the United States, as well as countless deadly wildfires. Many people are suffering as a result of this severe weather. Donation links to storm survivors have been linked below if you're interested in helping out. Thank you for watching and take care.